The history paper at Norwood really is part of our Capstone program that a lot of our 8th grade students experience. That's the sludge project, that's the history paper that we're working on today.
The 8th grade research paper is one of the cornerstones of the 8th grade experience. The students do a high school level research paper. We hold their hands through a process in which they do every single step from selecting a topic and creating a thesis statement all the way through completing an 8 to 10 page paper.
We had to pick 5 different topics and then met with our teacher to figure out which one he thought would be the most interesting to write about.
Kids approach it really scared. So I think a lot of the 7th graders hear that it's really hard.
When I first started the paper and we first got all the projects, it did seem like a lot, but the teachers split it up, so it was only a little bit of work at a time, and you just kind of had to work to not get behind.
But as we got through the research and started working on our outlines and everything, my worries started to ease a bit, and I realized there wasn't really a need to worry and everything would actually be okay.
The goal here is both to develop research skills and writing skills, and, if nothing else, to come up with a sense that any large project has to be broken up into pieces.
During the paper, I learned a lot about time management and how to use my time wisely when we're given more freedom on a timeline to do things.
I'd say one thing I would have changed was maybe not worry that much and not be concerned that I won't be able to make deadlines or anything like that. And just rather really enjoy the project, because this is one of the most fun projects and one of the biggest projects that I've ever done in my Norwood career.
They are practicing the skills of researching and determining whether a source is reliable.
The main takeaway for me was the research skills it helped foster. For example, in debate, I learned more about how to find better databases to do better research. And additionally, going into high school, this will help me in future research papers, as I now have the research skills necessary to find what I need to create those papers.
A lot of that begins in the lower school. When you look at the vertical alignment of our curriculum, students in the lower school are writing 5-paragraph essays that wind up getting translated over to social studies for 5-paragraph essays. And ultimately, the research skills and the composition skills all come together for this capstone project of the history paper.
And then by the end of it, they have produced a high school level or sometimes a college level research paper.
And when they're done, there's a real feeling of accomplishment. And our high school students come back and say, oh man, we had a 5-page paper freshman year. It was a breeze. I'd already done twice that much. And so that's our goal, is to instill both a sense of how to go about doing this, but also confidence that whatever is thrown at them in high school, that they can do it.